Hi everyone, Miss O'Connor here. I hope you are staying creative and active and healthy. Today I am going to show you how we can create some imaginative spaces. A lot of us have been kind of cooped indoors like myself. Hopefully we're taking some walks and being active outside. But if you're like me, you've probably stared out the window a few times. Um, and today I want you to take what you see out the window or maybe outside to a new kind of space. For instance, what if you looked out your window and instead of seeing like your neighbor's house, you saw like giant octopus tentacles coming out of the windows? Or maybe if you can't see neighbor's house, maybe you have some trees in your front yard or lawn or maybe in your backyard, and then instead of just seeing a normal tree, you saw giant googly eyes peering out at you. Lots of opportunities for these spaces become something a little strange, a little weird. And that is the art of filthy Luker and Pedro Estrellas. And they take normal, everyday public spaces, and within them, they use their imagination to make them more interesting. And so today, we are going to be doing that. So the first thing I want to do is think about the space outside and around you. What space needs something to make it look more interesting? This could be your neighbor's house. It could be the outside of your own home. It can be a tree in your yard. It can be office buildings. It could be shops, I mean like a convenience store, a coffee shop, a sandwich shop. It could be even just a plain old sidewalk, a bridge, or if you're living around Back Cove, maybe you can think of that water space. And this is Elvira, everybody. Yes, my lovely dog. She's my assistant today. So all you need is paper and a pencil. I'll be using this marker so you can see my lines better. But now the second step is to draw the space you choose lightly with pencil. So I'm looking out my window, which is right here, and I can see my neighbor's house. So I think I'm going to start by drawing what looks at first just like a normal square. Now, perhaps if you're in third grade, you already know how to make this look 3D. You do have the option to do that. The way I might do that, and I notice it has a kind of a triangle-shaped top. Now remember, if you're using pencil, you can always erase. Bringing my line all the way down, and if it doesn't look exactly like that space that you see, it's okay. Now I also notice some windows. Now, I'm going to think ahead about this. Especially if you're using a pencil, you are going to have to erase later. But since I'm using this marker, I'm not going to complete my windows quite yet. I'm going to leave some space so I can have something coming out. I also have my door towards the bottom. Might even do a little outside mark around it to make it a little bit more detailed. And I have 2 more windows around the door. Again, leaving that space open. If I want to, I can also include some windows over here too. Now that I have my lines, I can start now wondering what would make my space more interesting. Options include, but are not limited to, octopus tentacles. Maybe big eyes peering out of your windows. And you can give them different expressions too. They can be surprised, maybe angry. Maybe they can have some big eyelashes. Or maybe they have eyelids attached too. You can also do any kind of other expression you want. This can be funky. It doesn't have to be precise and perfect looking. Or you can do giant objects. These 2 artists, again, Filthy Luker and Pedro Estrellas, they don't just do tentacles and eyes. They also do things like paintbrushes that are painting the sides of giant buildings. They have pencils inside of spaces. So if you chose to do like your living room, you can have a giant pencil inside of that area. You can also do things like bananas. You can do like rocket ships. There's so many options. I think that I'm going to start with tentacles and maybe mix it up by adding something else too. So now I'm going to create my objects interacting with the space. They can ooze out, they can hang off, they can melt over, they can pop out, they can travel through, going through one space and coming out another, or maybe they can bubble under. There's lots of different ways, but I want you to interact with the space you just drew. So now that I have my house, I think I'm going to have my tentacle ooze out of it. Looks like it's coming out. Maybe I can also make it look like it's traveling through. Kind of cool. Oops. Now I can add maybe some circles to make it look even more like tentacles. Again, using your pencil so you can erase. Now it looks like I have an octopus hiding behind or inside my neighbor's house. Adding more circles. Now if I want to, I could continue adding tentacles to the bottom, or maybe I can have some eyes peering out. Have some eyelashes there too. Now I can fully draw the rest of that box. I think I want one more squid or octopus looking tentacle. So I'm going to have it come out and flow down onto the bottom of the house. And again, I can add my circles coming down. Getting smaller and smaller as it gets towards the bottom. Now I'm liking how that looks. Maybe I can add some more eyes over here. Maybe there's multiple different creatures inside the house. Maybe I can have them looking to the side. And let's see here. For my spunky house, I think I might have one more tentacle coming out, traveling all the way down, hanging out, oozing out of the house. Now that I have all of my little funky creature and eyes peering out of the house, I think it's time to add some detail. Okay, so I'm going to look back over. I noticed that there's a window up here, but I think I'm going to leave that pretty blank. I can also add the bottom of my door now. Bottom of my house. Creating those horizontal lines. I can add grass or trees behind. I'll add a tree coming out and behind the house. Adding my branches. If I want to, I can also add some eyes there. You have these eyes peering out and looking down. I can add this bumpy line for my tree. I think that's a pretty good drawing. I can, of course, add more. And now, if I do have coloring materials like pencils or crayons, I can fill in this space and make it look even more interesting by adding color. And I can use the color of the house across the street, or I can come up with my own colors. Maybe I can keep this gray and brown, and my tentacles can be nice, bright pink or orange or blue to make them stand out. But now, we just create a work that's similar to Filthy Luker and Pedro Estrellas. I encourage you to follow the links in the lesson too so you can see the work that they've done. Now, they didn't draw them. Instead, they created inflatables. So in real life, these things are wiggling in the wind coming out of these buildings or staring down at you going through a park. It's fun stuff. Think of all the different places you can make more interesting by using your imagination to do something like this. Have fun.